What up, though? Ledge here. Chill with me. Here to talk about King of the Dot Grand Prix final. It was on Twitch. Dope, dope, dope event. Um, easily, easily the best, the best card of the weekend, and it's gonna go down as probably the if if not the best, one of the best cards of the year. I'm calling that early. It's hard to top. Realistically, you don't really see many events where there's upwards of 4 to 5 battles or more, and every battle is above average. You're gonna have some duds. You're gonna have some chokes. You're gonna have some of that shit in the best events. You know what I'm saying? But this event literally had above average battles every step of the way, man. So shout out to Organic, Gully, everybody, all the whole staff, Rigo, everybody, man. They shout out to the MCs for coming fully prepared and really making this count. This is a great way to start off the new year. Um, my prediction show, I had it recorded. The audio wasn't syncing with the video, so I had to dub that. But I can quickly tell you who I had going in to these battles, and we can take a look at the screen here, as you can see, so you can know the lineup. I had Mac going into this battle beating Clone. I had RX beating Gaddis. I had Ward beating Nestle. I actually thought Sharon was going to be Real Deal, and I had Mar versus Saint. So the outcomes of these judged battles, what is that? I was pretty bad. I was 2-3, 2-3 on my predictions. It's not good. It's not good. 2-3. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna get into it though. First battle, as you see, was indeed. Let me see. Did they go in order? Did they go in order? How to? Oh no, 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 no. They started off with A Ward versus Nestle. That's what happened. A Ward versus Nestle started the show, and it was funny because when Nestle started, it felt good just to hear him rap again. Like I haven't heard him in a minute. I think the last time I heard him was versus Fredo on Town Business. Was that one or two? It might have been Town Business two. I think that was the last time I heard Nestle rap, and just to hear him rhyme, just to hear the pace, to hear how he can go with some serious like punching to like some witty joke shit, just showing the versatility. It was just pleasant to see. Um, I thought the first round from him was pretty strong. A Ward came out. He was good. He was good. A Ward is never bad. He was a little choppy, just a little choppy, like repeating words, stumbling over them just a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 times in a round. It wasn't over. It wasn't like a hard stumble where you can be like, oh, is he choking or anything like that. It was just him trying to get his words correct to go to the next bar. But he had moments in that round too. But I edged that round to Nestle. Uh, the second round is kind of where you start seeing um, this get a little more serious. Like Nestle was getting a little more in his bag and a little more serious and taking off on them. Like they both, for those who don't know, they both are part of YTG, along with like Saint, Mickey Fax, etc. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. It's a big Mike P. It's a big gang over there. Big gang over there. But they doing their thing though, and Nestle was dope, man. He was dope. The patterns, the flow, the delivery, it was dope. He took this little a weird little angle though at YTG, and even took like talking about, you know, I know what he was doing. It was weird, but it was funny. It was kind of cool. But a lot of people didn't like it. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. It was playful. Second round, I felt like A War started turning up and took that round. He started his rebuttals. His rebuttals was on point too, and he kind of took that round easily. And then the third, he kind of put his foot on the gas and took off on it took off on Nestle a little bit. He started getting a little more serious. As I told you, as the battle progressed, A Ward got more. He was like, "I'm gonna keep it light with you in this first round. We gonna joke, have fun." In the third round, he started telling Nestle about his career and his trajectory, and you know how he's still stuck in the same spot as far as rank and all that good stuff. And the judges saw it the same way because I had it A Ward 2-1. The judges picked A Ward. Most of them had it 3-0. But I think ARP was the only one who had it 2-1 as well. So shout out to A Ward and Nestle for putting on. Then the next battle happened. I believe that was Mac and Clone. Clone came out strong, man. Clone is so nice, man. Clone is so nice. This tournament, being a part of this tournament, has really opened people's eyes to Clone and opened people's eyes to Bullpen, man. That league, I think John don't give enough credit for the development of these people, man. When you look at how he got bad news plates, how Chef Trez. I know Chef Trez don't spit that heat, but I felt like his development at Bullpen propelled him to the URL and King of the Dots and things like that. And then you look at Loso, of course, that's taken off. Like, that league really develops talent. Clone is no exception. Clone was dope in the first. But Mac, oh my goodness. Mac Myron, back to back punching, creative. He's one of the punchers, and I'm not saying he's the best puncher. Obviously, that's Rum, because like you got Rum, you got Av, Big K, all these guys who are punching. The difference with him, he's punching and performing. It's like high level, silly, energetic performance with his punches that make it that much more explosive. And he was this back to back wigging on Clone, man. He easily got that first to me. The second was much closer. I thought Clone was like, this is what we doing, and he started bombing back. I think Clone, his accent, his voice, like it made it. I don't know. It does something to his bars where it makes it hit a little bit harder. The way he's aggressive with it, he's in your face. It feels like he's trying to really take it there. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of what Clone is about too, man. And he's creative. He's really creative. He said some shit in that battle I have not heard before. Mac, he went and he kept his foot on the gas. He kept his foot on the gas. Speaking of gas, I know people were talking about the Team Hami gas. I even made like a funny comment like, yo, if Team Hami and NWX is in the same building, who will win as far as like entourage, noise. But as I always say, I don't let gas deter the fact that the bars were good. Like yeah, they're going overly crazy because it's their guy, but I'm not going to deduct points from what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. But yeah, I got him edging that round actually. Edging that round, so I got him up 2-0 already winning. And then from there, Clone had the best round of that battle. That third round, he took off. He took off. If he had one more of those, he would have clearly won this battle. If Clone had one more of those third rounds, it wouldn't be nothing to talk about, yo. He was going off. Man. And they both, and that's the thing too, Clone is entertaining too. Like, yeah, he's serious and ferocious and talking heavy, but he got like this joking, humorous element to like the shit he says too. Like, he's not trying to be funny, but the material lends itself to like make you laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So they had like a little bit of everything in this battle, man. And Mac third was good, but it was just a little lighter than his first two, and wasn't stronger than Clone's third. So I got I got cloned easily in the third, but Mac with it 2-1 in my opinion. The judges agree with me. They had Mac winning as well. I was 2-0. The start went downhill from here for my predictions. But yeah, I went 2-0, and they were 2 for 2 for battles, man. Like out the gate with it. So the next matchup was Gaddis versus RX. Let me just go back to the screen. It was Gaddis versus RX. Salute to these queens, man. Salute to these queens. Man, they put on. These queens put on, man. That's all we asked for, man. It's all we asked for is a show, and they put on. They definitely put on. So first round was kind of close, but I gave that first round to RX. I just felt like her material was more original. It was uh it was tailored more so to Gaddis. I feel like Gaddis in the first was just getting her bearings together. I mean, she came out with I believe she opened up with like this DMX scheme, like with all his songs and shit, which is cool. Like what I'm saying. I'm from that era, so DMX, I'm always riding with that. But I don't feel like that was the right way to open up a battle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like we probably would have taken that little scheme a little more differently if that was like just placed somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to open up bombing on her like heavy. And it kind of wasn't that. Um it was a good round though. It was a good round, but I just feel like RX came out with a point to prove in that first round. Second round she was good again. No, there was no bad rounds in this shit on this card, let alone this battle. So her second was good too. Her second was really solid. Um, she started like pulling from different references, talking about shit. She was getting deep. She was getting spiritual, like religion, all type of. She was getting into different bags, and she was rapping with much more. Not that RX isn't confident, but sometimes the way she raps it doesn't sound confident. It doesn't. It just sounds like she's just trying to get her material out. In this battle, and in this second round, she was rapping with intentions to hurt shit. Like she's confident that this material is going to land. I love seeing that. Gaddis though, Gaddis comes back with her strongest round, man. That second, that was bombs away. Oh my goodness, Gaddis. Hey yo, Gaddis, who the fuck you think you talking to? Who do you think you talking to? Yo. Oh shit. Now you stuck with Vegeta. Shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. She was going off, man. And she showed a little bit of a separation throughout the course of the battle. Even in the first that she lost, in my opinion, she showed it just with her ability to perform her material, the delivery, the cadence. She had different flow switches, and she was just a lot of movement and a lot of like eye to contact, aggressiveness in your face. Like she was the complete battle rapper in this moment, man. She was the complete battle rapper in this moment. Clearly took the second, in my opinion. The third, for those who don't know, so the third, the stream kind of cut like towards the back end of RX's round. So when the battle was actually over live, they couldn't really judge it because the stream cut. So what had to be done was, they restarted the third rounds and replayed them, and we got to see the thirds. RX was cooking, and she probably, unless you speak Spanish, it hurt. That round probably didn't hit as heavy as it should have. Even though I don't know what she was saying, I still caught where she was going with it. I still, what I'm saying, it still didn't escape me. And talking about Gaddis, I ain't gonna say that part. Something about the curve, something about taking something with curves in it and all that. That's not for me. But she had those type of bars. It was a good round. Gaddis again though, just entertaining delivery. Struck. What she say about coke on the mirror? It's my line of work. She was. She just had like I don't know what happened, but the first round she has a couple of bars that I was like, it's a little dated. I kind of heard this before. That second and third, she was just with some original content that was kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. I had RX going into this battle, but I gotta keep it a buck, man. I think Gaddis stole it, man. I think she got it. I think she took it. I think she took it. I'm not gonna front to y'all, man. I really do. I really think she got that. Let me get myself together there. I think she got it though. I think she got it. Shout out to Gaddis. Shout out to RX. This was a really, really dope battle the ladies put on. As usual, that's what they do. The ladies always put on. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing new. This is what they do. All right, so respect them, please. All right. Next matchup was for the belt. Was for the belt. You had Sharon versus the champion, Real Deal. Man, the top 20 battles of 2021, this will be in there. I don't give a damn how early it is. I don't care how many cards come after this. This is in the top 20 already. Already. It's going to be high, too. It's going to be so high. So high, yo. This shit was crazy. Shit was crazy, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it was a crazy. I'm I gotta see it more than once. I'm not, me. I never throw the c word out just early like that. This has potential to be that if on the playback, if it still resonates with me down the line, like how it is now. But right now, I just put it as a great battle. A great battle. I believe Sharon went first. He set the tone with some. He made some remarks that were. I was worried. I didn't know where this battle could have. I didn't know because with the whole justice for Charlie. Shout out the Real Deal with that. A very serious issue there. And Sharon was talking about how he said something similar to Awkwards, and now look at what Karma is doing. It was just, I was like, Sharon better have quick reflexes. That's what that whole time like you better have your head on a swivel. But Real Deal didn't flinch. Like he didn't flinch. He kept his composure, and Sharon kept cooking. Like Sharon kept cooking. Real Deal. He just said, "No sweat, I can match that," and he did. He was bombing on Sharon, man. Then he had this dope like how he was talking about Canada, and people thought he was talking about Sharon, but he's really talking about Bender or whatever. Like it was phenomenal, man. Just phenomenal work, man. I don't even know. Like I usually I will say who did this and did this and who I give it around to. I can say that I think I gave that first to Sharon. I believe I gave the first to Sharon. I don't even remember really. I think I gave the first to Sharon. Second round, I know I gave the third to Real Deal. Third definitely goes to Real Deal because he counteracted everything Sharon was talking about almost as if he was just a step ahead. And Sharon third was crazy too. It's just Real Deal was just able to get crazier. That's what made this battle special. That's what made this battle special. Like, you gonna get crazy, I'm gonna get crazier. Pretty simple, man. This battle got it, man. Second round was tight. Think I got an edge real deal in that one too. It was dope. It was dope. At the end of the day, it was up to the judges. Up to the judges, so we thought. The judges had it tied. The decision went to the fans. They had the final say. And with what I believe was like 58, 57, 58%, they let Real Deal keep the belt, man, and still champion Real Deal. So that's how that went, man. It could have went either way. Like I said, I ended up having a Real Deal as well. The third for sure. It was 1-1 going into the third. I can't remember if it was the first or second I gave him, but it was 1-1 going into the third, and he took the third, man. He got away with it. He got away with it. That was too close for comfort for me. But like I said, I went in picking Sharon to win, and it didn't happen. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That's how it is. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear my dog in the background. That's just what it is. Yeah, I that's how I got it. I got a Real Deal 2-1, and salute. Now Sharon said he was retiring or something like that. I hear people saying he did a post interview talking about how he out of here or whatever. I'm hearing different reports. Somebody said he said he's gonna take a few years off. Then somebody said he was done, like he's retiring for good, or I don't know. But Sharon, you good, bro? You ain't gotta do all that. But he has been battling forever, nonstop. So if you want to take a break, who am I to say no? Stay here. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see more battles with him. That's for sure. Second title on the line for $50K as well. It was Marv 1 versus Saint. Highly anticipated. Midwest versus the West. The last time the Midwest versus the West had a tournament, the Midwest came out on top. Me and Nico. That's why I'm keeping. Shout out to Nico. You see his name and follow him. All his handles. I kept it on the screen here. It's my dog. We were highly anticipating this one. I had picked Marv. He had picked Saint, of course. And it ended up going to Saint, man. It ended up going to Saint in a battle that was pretty controversial. But not really. Like, it wasn't a robbery to me. Like, I know people are throwing that word out, and I just think this battle was a little. If it was a close battle. So if it's close, it can't be a robbery. That's just the bottom line. If it's close, it can't be a robbery. Now, what makes it a little weird is that, the votes went to Saint 5-1. 5-1 went to Saint, but the fan vote was overwhelmingly for Marv, like in the 60s, like 67, 68%. And I think because the fans pretty much had it how I had it. I had Marv up 2-0 pretty comfortably. It was just weird seeing rounds being given for different reasons, but that's why, that's what judging is. People gonna have their own personal beliefs in what they feel. Like, I felt like Saint came out pretty strong. He was punching, a lot of creative. I will say this, for his age and for his career, he's one of the more creative punchers in the game. He says a lot of shit that you haven't heard before. Like, Saint will get busy and say a lot of stuff you haven't heard before. I think in the first round though, I don't know, like the whole Kirby, like this is my take on it. I feel like his material still gives me that kid feel sometimes, because Sometimes it's heavy game oriented, like lot of game references and things like that. Calling him Kirby, like he's a gamer though. That's his life. That's his real life. So not like he a professional gamer, but he be. You know what I'm saying, I be seeing him on the sticks and all that. So when he gets into that bag, I'm just like, this is a serious battle for 50K. I don't know if I'm gonna spend time using these certain references, but he got away with it. Marv took his time. He had a really solid. It was a slow pace, but it wasn't too slow to where it was boring. And then he just revved it all the way up. He had some bombs. He had some haymakers to me. That 40, that 44 with the 40, like the hammer dance. Then he came back. No, he said hammer pants. Then he came back with the hammer dance. He had a Kirby rebuttal at the end of his round. Like, he had some shit. He had some shit in that first round, bro. Most of the on my timeline, I had people who were riding for Saint and Marv. When that round was over, everybody on my timeline had Marv up 1-0. So it was funny. Then second round was pretty light. Like I don't Saint kind of got into his joking bag with a lot of jokes, and it was just kind of cool. Everybody's like, this is a beatable round. Most people felt like after Marv was done, he kind of took the round, although his round wasn't as strong as his first either. And I think that's the round that can be actually the most debated. It was just weird to me after the battle, people were like overwhelmingly giving Saint the first. That's where it gets a little weird to me. I felt like the second was actually closer because everybody after Saint's second round, we was like, oh, this is a beatable round. Marv was good, but I don't think it was like, oh, he for sure took that round. I gave Marv the round in the second, but I don't think it was like a slam dunk. I was like, oh, you ain't seized that opportunity all the way, but I think you still got that round. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by I don't think it was a robbery in that sense. I think you can argue the second, the third Saint left all Earth. The third Saint just left Earth. He left Earth and he said, "I'll be back. I'll be back." What time is it? Yeah, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go leave Earth real quick. You know what I'm saying? Holler at some aliens and then we'll be back. So he got the third clearly. I just think Marv got the first clearly and Edge the second. That's how I had it. The judges saw it different, and Saint walked away with 50K, man. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money for anybody. So congrats to Saint. Congrats to was it KCDC, the whole West. I know they happy. Nico proud as shit, I'm sure. And that was it, man. But that event was electric, man. That's above average. I scale of 1 to 10. I don't think I've ever given a 10. I might have to give it a 10. Like I don't, because I'm trying to see what was bad about the event. Like I can't really, I don't really have any. It might be a 10. I'm just keeping it real with you. Now every battle wasn't a classic. Every battle was really good. Like maybe Ness and Ward was like the lightest. I don't even know. I'm gonna give it a 9. Let me just give it a 9. Ain't no event is perfect. I'm gonna give it a 9. This is a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's how the card went. So shout out to every MC who participated. Dope event. King of the Dot Grand Prix. Y'all come back next year or later this year. Got a lot of pressure on you now. All right. So yeah, that's it, man. I'm out of here. More content along the way, and as always, keep it battle rap. Love.